ever since India landed a hammer blow on Pakistan through Operation Sindoor, there have been many voices, even within India, doubting the success and even the motive behind Operation Sindoor. Many demanded answers from the Modi government on how many jets were shot down by Pakistan, but wouldn't celebrate India's success on the battlefield. Today, a reality check has come for these doubters, not even from India, but all the way from Switzerland. A report by Switzerland-based Center for Military History and Perspective Studies reveals how by the third day, Pakistan and their armed forces were left completely crippled. The Swiss military think tank reveals how Pakistan was left almost completely toothless by the third day of the operation itself. A battered and bruised Pakistani military was forced to plead for a ceasefire as just 3 days into the operation, their armed forces were not able to go on any further. Let me in fact take you through some of the key takeaways of the report. We're talking about a Swiss military report that talks about India's complete aerial dominance when it comes to Operation Sindoor. Takeaway number 1, Indian Air Force achieved air superiority over large parts of Pakistan. Number 2, by 10th May, Indian Air Force could continue airstrikes at will. Number 3, Pak lost ability to repeat operations of May 7th. Number 4, Pak strikes between May 7th and 10th largely thwarted. Number 5, loss of surveillance radars further weakened Pakistan. Number 6, S-400 posed significant threat to Pak's AWACS system. Number 7, most Indian Air Force pilots successfully evaded Pak missiles. Number 8, India's air dominance forced Pakistan to seek truce. Now, citing this report, the BJP today is gunning for the doubter lobby who questioned India's achievements on the battlefield against Pakistan.
Swiss military think tank has come out with the facts that how the Indian Air Force, the Indian forces dominated in Operation Sindoor, and because of this Pakistan had to surrender and Pakistan had to beg for a ceasefire to India. How we not only negated every drone attack and attack by Pakistan, but actually established superior air dominance and hammered the Pakistanis not just along the border, but inside, deep inside Pakistan. Terror camps and air bases, all of them were destroyed. But what do we hear? The Congress doubts the Sena, our Parakram. Sena ka karo apman, Pakistan ko bolo bhaijan. This has become Congress's pehchan. Today they must apologize to our Sainya Shakti.
Remember, while India gave Pakistan a run for their money, there were several politicians back home who were solely focused on India's losses. Let's remind you how the doubters questioned India's military might. These are the Netas and their statements. Vijay Varattewar, Congress MLA, said, were 3 to 4 Rafales shot down? He posed that question to the center. Revant Reddy asked, how many Rafales were downed? Government ignored me, lost 5 jets. This is what Rahul Gandhi, the leader of opposition in Lok Sabha, had to say. Uttam Reddy, Telangana Mantri, said Rafale aircraft downed in Operation Sindoor. Will this report give the critics the answers they were looking for? Remember, just yesterday, Gandhi family loyalist Rashid Alvi asks why the government even carried out Operation Sindoor in the first place if all they did was just destroy a few buildings. He says the dreaded terrorists who spread terror in India are still alive and thriving in Pakistan. So what purpose has Operation Sindoor really served?
Prime Minister and Home Minister, both of them has given a very specific statement before Operation Sindoor. घर में घुस के मारेंगे, चुन चुन के मारेंगे. You remember it? So I have been asking whether Azhar Masood is alive or not. We are not talking about our intention of our government was not to kill the family of Azhar Masood. Our intention was to kill terrorists. I have been asking simple questions from the government. When you said chun chun ke marenge, ghar mein ghus ke marenge, Azhar Masood alive or not? Hafiz Saeed has been killed or not?
Let's go across to Mohit Bhatt, is joining us on the broadcast with more details. Mohit, the question today has to be asked to all those who doubted Operation Sindoor. Some even went to the extent of saying, why did we even need to launch an operation like that if we were only targeting buildings? And that person is Rashid Alvi.
Well, Swati, we have been discussing this since morning, and the question over here is not about this particular report by the Swiss publication. The question is that when Indian Army or DGMO or the officials or the government clearly stated that we have hit back at the terror camps in Pakistan, the terror launch pads were destroyed, and in fact, we saw even the Pakistani politicians coming out and speaking about the strikes during Operation Sindoor. Why do we need vindication from a third party? The opposition parties need to understand that the strike was not carried out by the BJP or the government. It was done by the armed forces, and they need to believe them. But now again, a big statement has come in from this particular Swiss publication, which clearly states that how India had the air superiority over Pakistan, how the terror camps were attacked, and also how Pakistan was coerced for and begging for the ceasefire. This clearly shows that what our army has been saying for a long time, that needs to be believed. But then BJP also have come out all guns blazing at the opposition, saying that a certain ecosystem, a certain lobby, and certain political parties who were raising questions on Operation Sindoor should come out now and apologize, because this particular publication is not an Indian agency. It's not a government agency. It has nothing to do with the Indian Army. It's an independent organization. It is from Switzerland, and it has come out with a report. But the questions also need to be asked to a certain ecosystem, lobby, and the politician, that why do we have to question our armed forces? You have political reasons for it. You can oppose the BJP, and that is why opposition is important. But when it comes to our armed forces, when our armed forces clearly on umpteen occasions have said that we have hit back at terror camps, we have hit back at the terror infrastructure in Pakistan. Yes, there was loss of life from the Pakistani side. The terrorists were being killed. We need to believe them, and this has come as a strong message to a certain lobby that on various issues you can disagree with the government, but when it comes to
all right, Mohit, thank you very much for getting us the details. We'll keep coming back to you.